Hello guys. So in previous video we have seen about digestion of proteins. So if you haven't seen that, ఒకసారి అది చూసి content అర్థమయ్యాక come back to this video where we'll be discussing about PYQs of proteins, digestion of proteins అన్నమాట. So let's see the first question. Which enzyme activates trypsinogen into trypsin? Enterokinase. So this enterokinase is the enzyme which is released from intestinal juice. But trypsinogen is present in pancreatic juice. So ade is specification. Enterokinase from intestinal juice will go and activate the trypsinogen which is released from pancreatic juice into active trypsin. Done. So pepsin is itself an active enzyme. And renin, pepsin, ఇవన్నీ stomach లో రిలీజ్ అవుతాయి. Amylase is something related to carbohydrates digestion. Done. So the correct option for this question is option D. Next question. Protein digestion starts in which part of the digestive system? So mouth లో there won't be occurring any protein digestion, only the carbohydrate digestion అవుతుంది. Esophagus, nothing, no digestion will be occurring in the esophagus. So starts అని అడిగారు కాబట్టి stomach. So it will be starting in the stomach and completed in the small intestine. So the correct option is option 2. Sorry, for question 2, the correct option is option C. Done? Yeah. Third question. Which of the following enzymes is secreted in an inactive form? So in the inactive form, just like amylase is an active form, lipase is an active form, maltase is an active form, but trypsinogen is an inactive form. So it is converting into trypsin by enterokinase. It is released from, trypsinogen is released from pancreatic juice. Done. So the correct option is option C. Fourth question. The active form of chymotrypsinogen is simple, chymotrypsin. So the active form of chymotrypsinogen is chymotrypsin. So it is released again from the pancreatic juice. It is helpful in conversion of proteosis peptones to polypeptides అన్నమాట. Proteosis peptones ని polypeptides లాగా convert చేస్తుంది. Done? Yeah. Next question. Fifth question. Which enzyme breaks proteins in proteosis and peptones in the stomach? So stomach enzymes rende, pepsin and renin. So the correct option is pepsin. Done. So trypsin is from small intestine. Lipase is related to lipids and nuclease is related to nucleic acids. So yeah. So the correct option for fifth question is option A. Sixth question. What is the role of aminopeptidase in the protein digestion? Aminopeptidase ki protein digestion ki link enti అని అడుగుతాను. Let's see. Converts proteins into amino acid. No. Breaks down dipeptides. It will be done by the dipeptidase. Converting polypeptides into dipeptides plus amino acids. Activates trypsin. So this function will be done by enterokinase. Breakdown of dipeptides will be done by dipeptidase. Converting proteins into amino acids is something related to all the digestive enzymes. So, but the specific aminopeptidase function is converting polypeptides into dipeptides plus amino acids. So, sixth question, correct option is C. Next question. Dipeptides are finally broken down into amino acids by which enzyme? By dipeptidase. Done. So, seventh question, correct option is C. Eighth question. Which of the following is not involved in protein digestion? Pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin, all are involved in protein digestion. Lipase is involved in lipid digestion, not an adigaru. So, lipase is the correct option. So, eighth question, correct option is option C. Ninth question. In which part of alimentary canal does pepsin function best? So for the action of pepsin, the media, the pH should be in acidic state, highly acidic state. So highly acidic state generally గా మనకి stomach లోనే కనిపిస్తుంది. Small intestine is highly alkaline. So for the pepsin to function its best, it needs the stomach environment. So the correct option for 9th question is option B, that is stomach. Next, 10th question. Proteins are ultimately broken down into. So the basic components, building blocks of proteins are amino acids that is easily absorbed from the body. So 10th question, correct option is option C. 11th question, pepsin acts on proteins to convert them into proteoses and peptones. So pepsin will be acting on proteins to form proteoses and peptones in the stomach region. 12th question, which enzyme is secreted by the pancreas for protein digestion? So the correct option is option B. So renin and pepsin are from stomach. So sucrase is something related to digestion of carbohydrates. So trypsin place lo manaki trypsin ichna, chymotrypsin ichna, carboxypeptidase ichna, it will be the correct option because pancreatic juice will be having two inactive enzymes and one active enzyme. So the correct option for the question number 12 is option B. ఈ ఆప్షనే కాకుండా వేరే ఆప్షన్ లాగా కూడా అడగొచ్చు, క్వశ్చన్ వేరే లాగా కూడా అడగొచ్చు, బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ నో ది కరెక్ట్ కంటెంట్ యూ కెన్ ఆన్సర్ దట్. డన్. నెక్స్ట్ 13th question, which enzyme is secreted by the chief cells of stomach? So the chief cells of stomach will be releasing the inactive pepsinogen, that is pepsinogen ని రిలీజ్ చేస్తుంది inactive form. Done. So the 13th question, correct option is option B, pepsinogen. Next question, 14th. Which of the following enzymes acts in acidic media? So stomach lo enzymes teliste you can attempt this question. That is pepsin and renin are the two enzymes which will be activating in the stomach. So trypsin, chymotrypsin, lipase kaadu. The pepsin is the correct option. So 14th question, C is the correct option. Done? Yeah. Next question. Question number 15. Protein digestion is completed in. So protein digestion will be completed in the small intestine. That starts in the stomach, ends in the small intestine. Content lo cheppinappudu first point ide cheppanu. Next, 15th question, correct option is option C. Next question. Trypsin acts best in which pH environment? So trypsin is an enzyme which is released from pancreatic juice in the small intestine. So small intestine environment ఎలా ఉంటుంది? It will be alkaline in state. Done. So the correct option for this question, option D. Done. Next question. 17th question. Which enzyme catalyzes the conversion of proteins into smaller polypeptides in the stomach? So done. Stomach enzymes, again two enzymes, pepsin and renin. So రెండిట్లో ఏ options ఉన్నా you can correct it. So option B is the correct option because lipase will be acting on lipids. Trypsin is present in the small intestine. Dipeptides are also present in the small intestine. Trypsin is released from pancreatic juice. Dipeptidase is released from intestinal juice. So 17th question, correct option is option B. Done. Next question. So assertion and reason kind of questions anamata. So 3 channel. Let's see. Assertion. Pepsinogen is activated to pepsin in the stomach. Yes, pepsinogen is an inactive enzyme in the stomach. It will be activated to pepsin. Assertion is true. Reason. Hydrochloric acid in the stomach activates the pepsin. Yes, this is also true. So the pepsinogen is activated into pepsin in the stomach by the help of hydrochloric acid. So assertion is true. Reason is true. And reason will be the correct explanation of the assertion. That is both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. So the 18th assertion and reason question, A is the correct option. Done. Next question. Assertion, reason again. Assertion, trypsinogen is secreted in inactive form by the pancreas. Yes. Trypsinogen is secreted in an active form from the pancreatic juice. So that is from the pancreas. Trypsin digests proteins in the Stomach. Trypsin digesting proteins in the stomach? No. Trypsin will be present in the small intestine, digesting the proteins. So the correct option should be A is correct and R is false. That is option D, where A is true, R is false, because trypsin will be activating or acting in the small intestine, not the stomach. Done? Yeah. 20th question. Assertion reason again. Dipeptidases is secreted by the intestinal glands. True. Dipeptidase converts dipeptides into amino acids. Yes, it will be converting into amino acids. A is true. R is also true. But reason is not an correct, reason is not an explanation for the assertion. So option should be this. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Done? So 20th question, correct option is option B. So last question is match the following question. So we have seen 20 questions and this question is for you. Done? So go through this question, comment the correct option in the comment section. So hope you like the video. Thank you.